Well, it's first video on the new phone. Let's see how she does. We're gonna do a little walk around on the property. Up here on the porch. Been a while, months I'd say. Hadn't done a video of my bed that I built, my porch bed, swingy thingy. Anyway, hadn't put a mattress in it yet, but we're gonna get there. Oh, let's look out across there. I've got my hummingbird feeders up, but hadn't seen any hummingbirds yet this year. Saw something on Facebook, said they were coming, so I went ahead and dolled them up and got them going. All right, so let's take the walk. Workout area, cookout area, more of a lay the bicycle up against it, stick the stuff on top of it area. We've kept our workout regime going 3 to 4 days a week, every morning, kicking some major ass, putting on some muscle, losing a bunch of fat, and making this old body in prime time shape. Front of the gate, good. Anyway, truck, all the stuff that's coming back from the freeze, stuff that didn't freeze. Like Magnolia viscata, it's covered in blooms or pods of blooms. So hopefully we're gonna get us a good smelling spring started off here. We got the tractor running, we got the lawnmower running, the zero turn. We've been mowing and cleaning up and seeing what's going on. This Chinese chestnut here, it hadn't bloomed, but it's looking really good. Holds those leaves all summer like a dead oak would. Oh, goodness gracious, here, look at that. That's pawpaw. Got a pawpaw going here. Got pawpaw trees. They've yet to ever set a fruit, but they're in the ground. And I'm sure I'm gonna stay alive long enough to see them. Oh, yeah, I'll show y'all those big ass trees that slammed right through the middle of my house. Took out half of it. That's one half, and there's another half. These two trees go together. This was another tree. And then the other halves of them were on the other side of the house, and still are. Pawpaw right there too. Pawpaw tree. These are persimmons, Japanese persimmons, Hanafuyu and giant fuyu. We're gonna try to do some grafting this year, and the grapes hadn't leafed out yet, but it's still way early, so they'll be on their way here soon. I need to do some work on underneath here. It's overgrown and getting in my way, but I can still mow in there. And we got a good fire pit ready to go once the burn ban gets off. We'll stack a bunch more stuff in there, but we are almost ready. Property's cleaning up really nice. Boy, there was a lot of leaves on the ground this year. You're bogging down my big old badass mower too. Leaves. You wouldn't think it, but fig trees are starting to bloom. Putting on leaves, I mean. There we go, see that? Little water feature here. Well, like making mosquitoes. This is a peach tree, but I think I'm gonna cut this sucker out because it's the wrong kind. I still need to cut it out. Another fig tree, doing well. Putting on it. It did not get this as bad. The freeze got this big old tree over here, and I've had to cut most of it back. But we've got a few more new sprouts coming up, and we got plenty of fig trees. We've left a bunch of this growth here. All kinds of stuff growing in there. Wanted the bees to have a place to mess around. And we've got this very unique flower. It's like a, I'll tell you about it in a minute. I can't remember the name of it. Oh, how silly. The garden, I hadn't hit the garden yet, but then I only had the tractor running for 2 days, so give me a shot. But there's my garden. It needs some serious help. But we've got tons of cilantro coming up again. Grows everywhere. It's a wild, it's not a wild variety, but it's wild now. That's all cilantro right there. All these tall deals are cilantro, which will turn into coriander when it gets big enough. A lot of henbit growing, a lot of henbit. Peach trees are blooming nicely. See that, guys and gals? I can't reach up there though. It's the squirrels' territory. I should have cut these trees back a long time ago and regrafted them, but Lord, we just don't have enough time to do everything we want to do. Yeah, this peach is covered in blooms. Now this one over here, it's a later bloomer. These were 3-in-1s when I planted them 25, 30 years ago. And a couple of the species have gone bad. A couple of the varieties, rather. See all the cilantro out here? Growing everywhere. We are cilantro rich. Most of this is back to the original graft peach rootstock. And it's a little bitty old peach, but I let the thing grow back up so I could cut it off and graft into it again. And here we are out down here on the edge of the lake. It's been a beautiful, beautiful day out. I haven't seen a boat, and all I've seen about 2 or 3 kayaks, maybe 5 kayaks. There was a family of people out here, out on the island out there. Kayaked out, they were fishing, kayaking around. Yeah. We have been chainsawing. Can't burn right now because of a burn ban, but been chainsawing, cleaning up from the too long ago storm. No, it's not too long ago, it's plenty. Hopefully I won't see another one like it. But I still hadn't fought this fight down here and trying to reclaim my mushroom greenhouse area. Yeah, there's just a war in there I hadn't wanted to fight yet. I gotta take 1,000 bolts apart to get to the screws on the other side of this thing that flipped upside down. Y'all imagine? High dollar piece of equipment right here I'll let sit out here and ruin. I can rebuild it though. Yep, a lot of work in here. Another fig tree right there. Some nice growth coming out on it. I will eat figs this year, that's for sure. Another fig tree right here. The canoe, the tribe of canoes that never get used anymore. I should use one of them at a time at least. There's my trailer that also got mashed by the hurricane. Mashed the front end of it, mashed it and twisted it. Not wanting to roll down the road straight. We still got a lot of cleanup left to do. But we did tie into this bad boy a few days back, this last weekend. We got a little burn in before the burn ban came. We got this area cut down and backed up, and this was all crushed from these logs coming down out of that tree up there. They were sitting on top of this trailer, the back side of this mushroom house, 53-foot reefer. tore up a lot of stuff. And whenever it was just hanging up there, and I finally cut it down this past week and kept somebody from getting crushed at some point, but it crushed this area over here. It needs to be rebuilt, put some new lumber in here. We'll get it, but we got us a whole bunch of, maybe some blackberries we're gonna get to eat that we didn't crush all of these blackberries here. And this area's, we got this big red oak there. There was another ash down right there. That's what we've been cutting out of this ash, and another top of another tree here. All was fighting all of this. This is our next pile. At least we got the tractor so that we can actually cut this stuff up in 6-8 foot chunks and put it on the forks on the tractor and walk down the hill with it if we can keep ourselves straight. Got me a pile of logs right there that I've been cutting on. Got another burn pile gonna happen right here at the end of this log. We cut one today, but we're gonna cut a bunch of these. These are persimmons. This is a persimmon tree, but it's a male. We're gonna try to graft some of those other persimmons into these. We did it up top and it worked. So all these little bitty old scrub trees right here, they're all persimmons. So they all cutting out. I'm gonna cut most of them out. I'm gonna save one or two and graft into the bigger ones. See what they'll produce. But yeah, that's a big old ash. That's probably about 25 feet of 24 inches. At least 24 inches across, maybe 30 at the butt. That'll make some fine lumber. We're gonna get that done. We're probably gonna donate that to a friend if he wants to come and get it. Same way with this big old red oak log, but we're not gonna take it yet. We might not even take it at all. It's got a bunch of oyster mushrooms growing in the top side of it. I saw them, but there's another pile I built up this morning. There's another pile I got to cut into with the chainsaw and get the tractor into it. There we go. The edge of Lake Livingston. Indian Creek. Beautiful. All right then. We'll see y'all in the future.